the question is why light does not travel at a speed of infinity when there is no mass to resist photon, right? So if there is no mass, we know that there is no mass of photon, so light was supposed to travel at a speed of infinity. But why does not that really happen? Because mass is the thing that opposes the velocity, or that reduces the velocity from being infinity, right? So the light was supposed to have a infinite velocity, but that does not happen. We know that the maximum limit of light, or maximum limit of time speed in which information can travel, is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. So where does this value come from? So this value is actually set by the universe. This value is actually set by the universe. The universe sets this value of maximum limit of light, and for some specific reasons. Suppose the light was traveling with infinite velocity because of not having mass. Then what would happen? Then what would be the time taken for information to travel from one place of the universe to the other place? So we know that T is equals to S by V. Here S is, let's suppose S is a displacement from one place to another place of the universe, and V is infinity. We would get a 0 second. That means light would take 0 second, or the information would travel from one place to another place in the universe within no time, or within 0 second, if the velocity of the light would be infinity. But that does not make any sense, right? Then the concept of time would just vanish, and the concept of displacement would just vanish. To travel any amount of distance from one place to another place in the universe, light wouldn't take any time. The concept of time will vanish. So for the sake of the time, for the sake of the concept of the time, universe has set a maximum limit of the velocity of photon, which is 3 into 10 to the power 8, and which is very meaningful, and which would not exist, and if the velocity would be infinity, there would nothing exist as past, present, or future. Again, we know that E equals to mc square. This is the equation that relates mass with energy. Okay, so if the velocity of light would be infinity, so for the energy created by a very little amount of mass would be also infinity. Again, energy required to create that very small amount of mass would also be infinity, which does not really make a sense, right? So if the velocity of light would be infinity, the concept of time would be vanished, and there would nothing exist as past, present, or future. So the universe would not actually exist. So universe sets a limit of the time. Universe sets the limit of the light as 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second, the maximum limit in which the information can travel, so that the concept of time exists, and so that past, present, and future exist. Thank you.